Guys, today's episode is truly special and very informational and transformational because we have been joined none other than Mr. Abhishek Chaudhary sir. He is the CEO of Wellspun Enterprises, one of the India's biggest infrastructure giants. And what makes this more special is that he is a company secretary by qualification. Yes, a CS. Our podcast has grown, our vision has grown because this episode actually marks a new era. A company secretary is not just seen as a compliance expert but has been seen in working as leadership roles, strategic decisions, and building up companies. I'm truly honored and beyond grateful to welcome Mr. Abhishek Chaudhary sir in our podcast. And this podcast is so wonderful and so amazing. You're going to learn a lot of things, so sit tight for an amazing inspirational journey. I was wondering, there are so many, I think approx 80,000 company secretaries right now in India, and very few of them are into, leadership roles like you. So this is an exceptional case and I really want to know, let's start with this ki what CS qualification has helped you in shaping strategic and leadership roles and thinking, and how has your been journey so far?
So, Neha, I often receive this question from everyone whom I interact with. According to me, any professional qualification, whether it is CA, whether it is CS, whether it is MBA, that actually gives you a kickstart to understand things more strategically, to understand things more professionally, and gives you an ability to analyze and to take a decision on the basis of the available information and the facts. So, saying that a particular professional qualification helps you take over a role of a leadership should not be a right way. In fact, to become a leader, it's more about a personal kind of aptitude, how you are shaping yourself in coming out with that role. And definitely, the professional qualification is going to help you in starting your journey and in taking forward your journey in a much more professional manner.
Okay. So I totally agree with this point that it's more kind of personal thing, and I would like to know more about it. Like, what do you think you did something different from others, from our community especially?
See, I have never confined myself to the role of CS.
Oh, yeah.
From the very beginning, I get into the infrastructure domain, and I was very much interested in working for large major projects.
Wow.
I was lucky enough to get associated with Delhi Metro project in the very beginning of my career. Though my original roles and responsibilities were with regard to secretarial, legal, compliances, etc., but I was more inclined towards building projects which are of national importance. And thereafter, I got associated with Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor project, whereby the target was to build greenfield industrial smart cities right from the scratch. So, looking after the land, selection, master planning, environment clearances, uh, doing all the project development activities, taking the projects to the level of implementation, negotiating with the state governments, structuring a program into a project and dividing that project into doable components, and then bid them out for construction, then allowing tenants to come in, market that project, brand that project, and finally to sell the available developed land parcels. So it's a huge journey, I should say. And only advice will be that one should not confine that if I am a company secretary or a chartered accountant, I should just look at company law, I should just look at the provisions which are available in the law. These qualifications have helped us in interpreting the law in a much better manner as compared to any other professional, or to interpret the balance sheet if you are being a chartered accountant, to interpret the balance sheet in a much better manner. But that doesn't mean that I keep on interpreting it throughout my life. So
Oh, correct. I totally agree. But have you discovered this interest since childhood or when you were working?
when I was working, I think I have discovered this. And as I said, I was lucky enough to get associated with such massive nation building projects at the very early start of my career. And this has further helped me enhance this interest or passion, you can say. Now it has become more of a passion
Yes.
in years which I have spent.
Okay. So, what advice would you like to give to young CS students or young general students? Like they should take up diverse roles in such like infrastructure segment. Does that help in building a strategic mindset, or they should play safe?
See, it's again a personal choice, I will say.
Mhm.
Uh, People these days should definitely have a diversification in their mindset, because unless and until you diversify, even if you're working in the role of a company secretary, the compliance requirement these days, you need to understand what CSR is, where the fund can be utilized, how it can be utilized, what are the initiatives with regard to ESG. So you need to understand what E stands for, what S
Okay.
stands for, what G stands for, what are the compliance requirement for a listed company, what are the compliance requirement for a non-listed company. uh, Having said that, you should be aware about each and everything which is happening in and around you. For example, a repo rate change by the Reserve Bank of India, how it is going to impact your organization, how it is going to impact the cost of capital for your company, and ultimately the profitability. So I think a diversified mindset is the need of the hour, and it's very important that a company secretary also, though if it continues to be in the traditional conventional role, they should be aware about each and everything which is happening in and around.
Okay.
So my suggestion will be that it's a personal choice whether one has to wants to shape a career in a typical compliance role, or one wants to diversify from a compliance role to any other sector the way you are doing it.
Yeah.
But in terms of gaining knowledge, it's very important that we should have a 360-degree overview.
Yeah, and I think I completely relate to this because I have met so many CS and some of them are doing exceptional like you, and the common trait is that they just don't limit themselves to law. They also help the corporation in building business, like you said, repo rate and all. So this is something common. I think who have achieved a leadership role have this thing in mind that they just don't think of filing forms, but they think of the corporation as a whole.
Mhm.
Correct. Okay, so also I am so excited to know this that you have been working with government bodies and various ministries. So I'm quite new to this. I don't know what's it like working with them, operating at a level of governance and politics. Would you like to share some experience?
Uh, I've worked close to 20 odd years in the government
Wow.
at a senior role, and worked in both the governments, in the UPA regime also, in the
Yeah.
NDA regime also. Fortunate enough to get very, very professional, seasoned mentors under whom I have learned a lot. Worked with highest level of bureaucracy in the country, worked with highest level of office in the country. Uh, Again, I will say I'm privileged that I got the opportunity to work with all those people, to receive their guidance, to receive their support. The most important thing which I believe is that one should never stop learning. Learning is a continuous process. You should keep learning, and the more the people you meet, the more you learn, the more exposure you get. So I think I took that as a mantra in my life, and with whomsoever I have worked so far, I kept on gaining something out of that person, out of that institution, out of that body.
Okay. Okay.
And it's been fantastic working with the different leaders, with different politicians, with different bureaucrats. And I think I'm now using that experience for the benefit of my organization.
That's great. That's great. I also came to know that you were a key role in drafting that national logistic policy, ULIP and LDP. I'm not used to these terms. I am sure my audience also aren't used to these terms. Can you please elaborate what all these things?
I'll start with LDB.
Hmm.
LDB stands for Logistics Data Bank.
Okay.
So we did a pilot project involving a Japanese company. whereby the movement of containers, which is moving inside the country, was not traceable earlier. So any container, just for a simplicity's sake, any container which comes to the ports of the country, it moves out of the port, then it get into a trailer, then it goes to the factory. If it is a import container, for example, I am a manufacturer of any product, I am importing something, say for example, from Japan. So I am importing, it reaches the port of Mumbai, say JNPT. Out of Mumbai, it will go either by road or by rail. If it goes by road, it will go through a trailer. If it goes by rail, it will go through the rail rack. And after that, it finally reaches to my factory. I will de-stuff that container. I will do some kind of value addition in that and finalize my product. And that product can be sold in the Indian market, or that product can be sold outside India. So I can also export that thing. So I, as a importer of any product, was not aware about where my goods are lying.
Okay.
So I have to depend on third party logistics service provider or handling agents to tell me where my container is lying. So they used to tell me your container has reached the ports at Mumbai. Your container has been cleared by customs in Mumbai and it is now en route to say Delhi. Fine. So I was, as a importer, not having any visibility. So logistics data bank project was conceptualized to have a near to real time visibility about the movement of each and every single container moving in the country.
Wow.
So when we started with JNPT port as a pilot project. We put up a RFID tag onto the container, and at different toll plazas, at different ICDs, which is inland container depots, at the port gates, we have installed a reader which reads that tag. So whenever my container is passing, I am getting the updated information that my container has crossed this toll plaza. So now, for the sake of simplicity for young generation, I will say the way you track these days your Amazon parcel,
Yeah,
the
that's
way
what I
you
was
track your deliveries from Zomato and Swiggy,
Yeah.
it is packed, it is ready for dispatch, it is dispatched. Now you're tracking the carrier who is coming in, the way you cab your Uber and Olas.
Yeah.
Similarly, tracking the movement of goods moving out of the containers by using a RFID tag. That's what the LDB was.
Wow.
So, over a period of time, we implemented it on a nationwide basis. So, at present, it is every single container which is moving in the country is getting tracked,
It's
both for
transformational.
export and import. Yeah.
Wow.
So ULIP was the second task after completing LDB, which the government has given to me, which is Unified Logistics Interface Platform.
Okay.
Different departments of the government, different ministries of the government have different systems and tools for tracking goods and services. So, for example, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways have three systems. One is called Vahan, you must have heard,
Yeah.
which carries the details of all your vehicles.
Yeah.
If you put up the chassis number, your engine number, the date of purchase, the owner name, the registration details, everything comes out. Similarly, there is another system called Sarthi, whereby if you enter the name of your driving license, you will get the name of the who is the driving license holder, whether it has been impounded or not impounded, when this DL was issued, so details about the driver.
Okay.
Similarly, the most common system which we all know is the FASTag,
Yeah.
which is electronic toll collection system. So within Ministry of Road Transport, there are three systems which are electronic systems, which contains data, one relating to vehicles, one relating to the driver, and third relating to the electronic toll collection. Similarly, Ministry of Shipping has many systems, Ministry of Civil Aviation has many systems, DGFT has many systems, Ministry of Railways has many systems like Freight Operation Information System, FOIS, whereby all the goods trains are tracked through FOIS. So, under ULEV, what we did is we integrated all these systems of the government at the back end. So, again, in a very, very simple words, I'll tell you, we have created the UPI of the logistics sector. The way you transact right now on any payment app, whether it is Paytm or Airtel Pay or GPay. Similarly, the objective is to make the logistics so easy, so convenient for the end user that everybody knows where my commodity is, and there is full transparency, there is full governance into the system. So that's ULIP. So national logistic policy was comprising of many other things, including ULIP, logistics data bank, etc. And I was very fortunate enough that I got the chance to work with the Department of Logistics at that point in time, when the policy was getting created and the policy was finally launched along with the launch of ULIP by Honorable Prime Minister.
It's so transformational. I mean, such a unique change, and getting to know that you have been crucial part of that change, and I've been getting opportunity to talk with you. I mean, this is something very inspiring, and you have been worked all this. So, you know, what was the kind of back time or back processes of all this? Like, this seems you have explained it in a very simple way, but it must be very complicating, right? To manage all the different states to come to a common objective. So, how have you handled all this?
See, it has basically three components.
Hmm.
One is the intent of the government to do something transformative.
Yeah.
So, first is that whether all the stakeholders, right from your own ministry, right from the stakeholders who are the part of this transformation, and the top leadership, all are aligned together or not. So it's very important that you get aligned with every single stakeholder you are working with, because you can't leave or bulldoze any stakeholder. The product will ultimately suffer. The second piece is the tool which you're going to use, which is a digital tool, a tool which can test any kind of audit, a tool which has its own sanctity, a tool which can have an openness in terms of platform for the integration, etc. So that's the tool you are riding on. And third and the foremost is your zeal. You need a driver within the government system. Also, you need some driver who will take it with zeal, who will take it with passion, and will not rest till the time it is done. Otherwise, most of the things you start just do not reach the destiny, it just ends up midway. It's important that you just conclude it and take it to a logical conclusion till the time it is over.
Okay.
And there will be many such instances, there will be many such challenges which will come your way, and one should not just get walked down by that I'm just leaving because I'm tired, or nobody's supporting me, and it cannot be done. You have to follow, and you have to take it to a logical conclusion.
Okay. That's great. I got to know so much. I got to learn so much. But I would also like to know that you once mentioned that because of all these learnings, you also help to contribute to your organization, Wellspun Enterprises. So what kind of changes have you incorporated in Wellspun after this mindset, working with governments?
It's too early to say that I have incorporated any changes, because it's not been a long enough time. It's only been a year or so.
Yeah.
But the way we look at an organization which is very competitive, capable, and we see a very, very bright future. And we see that what we have achieved so far is definitely too good.
Incredible.
But the kind of opportunities which are available in the market, that's enormous. And one should create an organization which can tap onto those opportunities. And my objective is basically to create an organization for the future, and we should be in a position to have a significant share in the market. We should build the organization which can handle the future projects, which can handle the future challenges with a lot of resilience inbuilt from the very beginning.
And I truly believe you will be, because you have such an amazing experience and the organization is also doing too good. And what are some tech initiatives you're excited about, if there's some in Wellspun?
See, throughout my life, I've done a lot of tech initiatives in
Oh,
my
wow.
previous role. For example, ULIP was a very, very big digital initiative. And when I started, nobody agreed with me that it is possible. Again, LDB was a big, big initiative. In Wellspun, it's a very, very, at a group level also, it's a very, very digital focused group. And I'm very happy to see that most of our project management, most of our project detailing, MIS, reporting, everything is data driven. Everything is completely digitized. And
Wow.
wherever I see that there are little gaps, I'm trying to bridge those gaps and trying to make the organization manner whereby there is single level of truth only, and again trying to integrate, for example, a data coming out of S4 HANA, which is majorly an accounting tool, or a tool for finalizing the books of accounts, etc., to integrate that with my project management tool getting integrated with my supply chain also further getting integrated with my S4 HANA, and on the top of it, my HR tool and my inventory management, my cost controls, my profitability monitoring, all that being integrated and as part of, say, for example, a financial dashboard or a management dashboard, so that the truth which is getting spitting out of that dashboards is absolutely clear, and till the nth level and till the highest level in the organization, the same set of information is flowing. So the person who is executing at the site and the person who is sitting in the boardroom is getting the same set of information.
That's such an amazing and bold vision, and it's already operating. But I'm getting this question on my mind that you have been working with government and ministries, and you have been working in in your corporation also. So how do you balance or manage the commercial objective of the organization and the India's national vision of infrastructure?
Very good question. In fact, at Wellspun, we take projects which are technologically very challenging.
Hmm.
For example, I'll name few. We are working on a very large scale sewage treatment project at Dharavi. So,
Oh.
in a very limited land footprint, we are building 418 MLD, million liters per day, sewage treatment project in Dharavi. As we speak, the project is getting constructed right now, and
Okay.
there we have done a technological partnership with a company called Xylem, which is one of the world's leader in such treatment technologies. Similarly, we are creating a 2000 MLD water treatment project in Bhandup, again in Maharashtra, and that's again a very, very challenging project in terms of the limited land area, very demanding working conditions. So
Okay.
the vision of nation building versus the commercial objective, I think I'm blessed that both the things are happening together. And
Okay.
such massive projects, which is not only going to contribute to the state of Maharashtra or the city of Mumbai, but also will become a landmark projects for the country. We have recently constructed a bridge over River Ganga in the state of Bihar in Begusarai with a very wide span, and beautiful project. One day you should come and visit that.
Definitely, I'm very much eager to see that. Great, great. So, I think it's smooth. You are managing it very well. The balance between the commercial objective and India's vision. Also, I have this question in mind that you were a CS earlier, like you were working as a CS earlier, and now you're working as a CEO. So, what is the difference between both, a day in both of the personalities' life?
Let me be honest, Neha, I never worked as a CS.
Is it?
There were a lot of company secretaries who were working under me, my colleagues, my partners, and I do play the role of a head compliance officer to oversee whether everything is going right or not. Uh, but I have never invested more than 5 to 10% of my time in that role. So I was always a person looking after projects, a person looking after commercials, a person looking after clearances, approvals, and to take a project from the stage when it is conceptualized and how that conceptualization can be converted into a plan, that plan can be converted into a plan for action, actions, results, delivery. So I've been throughout doing that. But the role of CS, though, looking after, overseeing, I will say, the secretarial or the legal functions.
Okay, I am very much excited to know that what actually does a day of a CEO looks like. Like, we have been hearing from on YouTube or stories like we wake up at 4 a.m., we do meditation and we do then some gratitude practicing. Then, like, I want to know what does a day of a CEO looks like.
See, I start my day at around 6 o'clock and wake up, some light exercises. Thereafter, 1 hour for my family in the morning. Uh, from 8 o'clock, I start my day, a professional day or a working day, I should say. Uh, check all my emails, if there is any which I have missed to respond to in the night, and try to reach office early. In Mumbai, we don't have a trend of reaching office a little early, but I'm carrying that from Delhi, so I try to reach office by 9:15, 9:30. The day starts with my to-do list as well as the to-do list of the people who are reporting to me. I prefer to send them their to-do list on WhatsApp before they reach office, so that at least I am clear and they're also clear that what are the priorities for the day. And I don't do micromanagement, so I don't like getting into the processes or the systems. I just believe in task completion. And throughout the day, there are multiple meetings. Really find time to have lunch also, but sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. Uh, Try to take a 5 minute or a 10-minute break post lunch, so that I just can see the light of the day outside the office. Finish all my meetings by 7:30, 8 o'clock, and if need be by 8:30 or 9. I am a kind of a person who don't wants to leave anything for tomorrow. I just want to finish everything on the same day. And the second problem is I just get into the nth detail of everything. So you can't take me to a 10,000 foot ride or a 30,000 foot ride and say that I'll not ask the questions. I'll just go to the bottomest layer of any problem, because I firmly believe unless and until you get onto the root cause of the problem, you will never be able to find a right solution. Uh, Try to close my day by 8:30, quarter to 9, reach home, have light food, again try to go to the gym if possible.
Wow.
If not, then skip it if I'm too tired, and just eat light in the night and sleep. Try to manage sleep of around 6.5 to 7 hours every day. uh, Earlier I used to sleep a little less, now trying to cope it up with 6.5 to 7 hours of
I
sleep.
can see how much sacrifices a person have to make to come at this level, and you have such a disciplined routine. But I have this question again, that is work life balance good? How
That
do
you
you
need to ask
manage
my
it?
family.
That's true. But you give 1 hour time in the morning to your family. That's pretty much well.
So I think over the years they don't expect anything more from me, and I do spend some time over the weekends if I'm not traveling. So
But sir, coming to again this CS part, many company secretaries out there are in the opinion that we have just compliance rules. So, what will you suggest them if some of them youngsters might to go into leadership roles or strategic decision makers? What can they start doing?
I think first and the foremost is that they should start reading a lot.
Reading.
And the best way to read is to read business magazines, to read business newspapers like Economic Times, etc. Whatever little they can understand, put up a dictionary. These days you have Google, so you can Google out any word or any term which is technical in nature and which you're not understanding. Because 1 hour daily reading, I still make it a point that I read at least 30 to 45 minutes.
Wow.
If not on a daily basis, I just collect all the articles, read it during my flights. So still I make it a habit, I read at least 5 to 6 hours weekly minimum. So first and foremost is one should plan a habit of reading something which you don't know. It can be anything. Second is meeting people as much as possible.
Networking.
Not networking. Networking is a word whereby you are meeting someone for gaining some advantage, to my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Meeting people, just talking to them. Because according to me, it gives you a very good kind of exposure. For example, before coming to this, I was talking to the people out here in the studio. They will also teach me something. They will also tell me something. They will also share their experiences of running a studio in a city like Mumbai, how they are surviving, what challenges they face, how much income they earn in this rental model, blah, blah, blah. So the moment you meet new people, you talk to them, you gain new experiences. And I think everyone teaches you something or the other, either good or bad. It's up to you. You take it or you leave it.
Yeah.
And third is that you need to be true to yourself, that what you are doing is really exciting you from within. So, for example, you asked a question to me that whether the company secretary should confine themselves in a secretarial or a compliance role. If they're happy from within, if they're happy, their heart is saying yes, they are good in the compliance role, they should continue with that. There is no harm in it.
Obviously.
And one should not aspire that every company secretary or a chartered accountant will be able to get to a leadership role. If you're happy, it's good. But if have a fire in the belly, if you're not a kind of a satisfied soul, if you want to labor more, if you want to learn new things, I think there is no limit to it. A company secretary can become an actor, a company secretary can become a lawyer, he can become a podcast kind of a host, YouTuber. These days, the career opportunities are immense.
Yeah,
There is no limit to it. You can educate people through YouTube. You can advise clients using WhatsApp video. You can do anything and everything. So the world is open. So one should not just get confined themselves through that I am a company secretary or a lawyer or a chartered accountant. I'll not do anything or the world will not allow me to do anything beyond my qualification. It's just the start point. The world is too big.
Wow, I think that one point that you have to be true to yourself, that actually stands out. Like, we just don't need to compare to everyone out there, and we need to understand our own needs.
Yeah.
For example, I was very much interested in making videos and educating students. In the beginning, sir, you won't believe, a lot of even my friends criticize that this is not what a CS should do. This is not professional. You should be working with directors and you should be drafting minutes. These were the statements issued. But I stayed true to myself that no, this is what I like and this is nothing harmful. And right now I'm looking, there are so many CS out there who wants to do this or who are actually starting their YouTube channels and educating. So I totally relate with this, that you need to be true to yourself. Correct. So, sir, it has been a wonderful conversation with you, but at the end, I learned a lot of things about infrastructure. I learned how Wellspun is growing, and I am so happy that Wellspun is a part of, a big. It is an Indian company, and we are doing such an amazing uh, things for India's infrastructure development. But at the end, I also want to ask from you one last piece of advice, or in terms of skills, that what I have seen that your communication skill is very good. So how can student develop all these skills like communicating or something which will help in their career?
Again, I'll repeat myself. I think in order to develop a good communication skill, first of all, you have to be a very good listener.
Hmm.
You should not just communicate or just be there to respond on anything which is being said. You should first understand what is being asked, then you should respond. In order to respond it precisely, uh, it's important that you have a good amount of words
Language.
in your vocabulary, and that will only come once you read more.
Okay.
And the confidence which you need, that will come the more you interact with people, irrespective of whether they are senior to you, whether they are junior to you, whether they will give you any benefit, whether they will not give you any benefit. So I talk to each and every person whomsoever I met.
Hmm.
I talk to my driver, I talk to the cab owner, I talk to people out here. So, and the good part is I make friends very quickly.
I can see that.
So within 10 minutes, I can make friends.
Wow.
So that human connect in any role which you go is very important. And if there is a human connect, definitely you can win hearts. Definitely you can ask anyone to do anything extraordinary for you, and that the person will not hesitate in doing so.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
it's very important that you should first develop a personal rapport and then ask for any favor or then ask for any work, because unless and until you are connected, you will never be in a position to ask someone to give you something or to do something for you.
Hmm.
It is with your employees, it is with your family members, it is with your service providers. These days, getting a job from anyone who is working within the organization is very, very difficult.
Hmm.
You can't say, I'm your boss, kindly do this for me, otherwise I'll fire you out,
Especially
or
Gen
I'll hold your
Z.
salary.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Hmm.
You have to be very, very compassionate with the people you're working with. You should understand their pains. You should understand their family issues. You should remember their birthdays. You should tell them that you care for them. And you should actually care for them. It's not about telling them you should care for them. You should actually care for them. And in return, they will give you anything.
Hmm.
A satisfied employee, a motivated employee can create
Hmm. Immense value.
immense wealth and immense value for the company.
Correct.
And that's what I believe I've always practiced, and so far so good.
Sir, also I have this question that I also have this kind of fear. Will AI ever take up the roles of company secretaries or other jobs? Do you think so? Is it dangerous than we actually think, or it is not?
Precise answer is it is not.
It is not.
When the computers came in, if you go back, everybody said that the roles of human beings will go away.
Hmm.
There will only be the computers which will be working. What happened? The computers are being operated by human beings only.
Hmm. Hmm.
See, I think there is no match of human intellect. Artificial intelligence is also developed by a human.
Hmm.
It is there for making your life easier.
Hmm.
You should not waste your life, or you should not waste on researching about anything which can be done in a fraction of seconds by writing some keywords,
Hmm.
or anything which can be done by a chatbot, anything which can be done by a robot, anything which can be done by a AI tool to be done by a human being. But I don't think at all, whether it is the role of CS, whether it is the role of any other professional, nobody can do that.
Okay.
The facts of every case will be different. The requirements of an organization will be different. The compliance updates will be different. We cannot say that AI will keep on advising us how do we conduct a board. In the board, the people who are seated in different chairs are humans. So you need to learn how to handle a board. AI cannot teach you how to treat an independent director. The AI cannot teach you how to treat the chairman of the company. AI cannot teach you where to stop, where to start.
Hmm.
So the means, in my opinion, AI is only a facilitator and an enabler to make your journey smooth, make your journey comfortable. But the role of human talent, the role of professionals, will continue forever.
Okay, but do you think we need to be tech savvy? Like we need to understand the technology, or we will be outdated if we are not able to use technology in a right manner?
I think we need to be tech savvy.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes. Unless and until we do that, uh, we will be outdated in the market,
Hmm.
because the pace at which the companies are growing, the economy is growing, the industry is growing, the world is growing, unless and until you follow that path, you will be completely outdated. So it's very, very important that you should be aware about the latest tools, you should be aware about the latest digitizations, the latest things which are happening across the globe, and whatever is best suited to your need, adopt it.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
So let's do rapid fire questions. You just have to give words. Okay. Question number one. What are the top three leadership lessons that have stayed with you throughout your journey from the government sector to becoming CEO of a listed company?
Innovation, uh, integrity, and resilience.
Okay. One thing your CS background gave you that others often underestimate.
Strategic foresight.
Okay. One word that defines Wellspun Enterprises for you.
Unstoppable.
What inspires you to get up and give your best every day?
Learning.
What's your proudest professional milestone in one phrase?
It will be difficult to say in one phrase. Uh, I'll give it in two phrases. Delivering greenfield industrial smart cities from concept to commissioning, and similarly working on PM Gati Shakti, which is National Master Plan for providing multimodal logistics infrastructure to everyone.
Wow. What does success mean to you today?
I still believe I am not successful.
Come on, sir.
Uh, it comes well. I just follow that Spider-Man thing. Uh, with greater success come greater responsibilities.
Okay, okay. Last, when people look back at your journey years from now, what do you hope they will remember you for?
As a good human being.
Correct. All right. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and this valuable learnings. I got to learn a lot of things from you, and I'm very much sure our audience will also get to learn a lot of things. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you.
Same here, sir.